Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. Well, some folks in the city of Beaufort feel that the downtown area needs some energizing and has reorganized a group called Main Street Beaufort. That group had been dormant for a bit. The reformed organization hopes to make the Bay Street district bigger and better while still maintaining the historic southern charm that has drawn tourists for years. Main Street Beaufort plans to help market downtown businesses, and they also hope to get those businesses to stay open later and will create a new website soon. Some businesses have already expressed that they are willing to stay open later, but only if there is enough traffic to justify it. Moviegoers are now free to watch the entries in the Beaufort International Film Festival after last night's opening ceremonies that featured Marlena Smalls, who played Bubba's mother in the movie Forrest Gump. Smalls created the group the Hallelujah Singers years ago to preserve Gullah culture, and last night sang with the group in a performance she called Bubba's Mama Sings the Blues. It was her final performance with them as she is stepping aside from singing. She will, however, continue to focus on her passion of educating young people about diversity. When deciding on a place to call home, a frequently asked question is how good are the schools? To that end, a national website called Niche collects all sorts of data, including reviews from students, parents, and teachers on elementary, middle, and high schools nationwide. Niche has ranked the Beaufort County School District as 20th best in South Carolina. Among individual schools, the website gives nearly a dozen public and private schools in the county either an A or A- grade. Beaufort Academy and John Paul II both made the top 25 in private schools. Bluffton, May River, and Hilton Head High made the top 60 in public high schools. Coosa, Okatee, Riverview, and Red Cedar were the highest ranked elementary schools. For a more detailed look, head to niche.com. Speaking of schools, probably one of the toughest jobs in education is that of the school counselor. Cheryl Dobson of Hilton Head High, upon meeting her new principal a few years ago, told him the counseling center should be the center of the high school. She has now been named Beaufort County School District's School Counselor of the Year. Dobson has been a school counselor for 22 years, the last 5 at Hilton Head High. Red Cedar Elementary's Dr. Rebecca Hannas was named Elementary School Counselor of the Year, and Okatee Elementary's Avery Eldridge is the Rookie Counselor of the Year. All were nominated by their principals and selected by district administrators. And alligators are a frequent sight in the Lowcountry, and we've all probably heard and maybe even told all sorts of alligator stories. But here's something you might not have heard or seen before. A golf course ranger in Palmetto Hall saw a 10-foot-long gator eating a 5-foot-long gator on the golf course. The ranger said there did not appear to be much of a struggle involved. Apparently, gator cannibalism is not all that rare. The alligator project leader for the Department of Natural Resources says gators, foxes, and bobcats are all known to eat their own. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. 1 is the number for the Cross Schools girls basketball team because in year 1 playing varsity hoops, the Stingrays are 1 win away from bringing a state title to the Lowco. Cross rallied in the second half to scrape out a 44-37 win over Cambridge Academy on Tuesday to advance to the SCISA 1A final, where the Stingrays will face Curtis Baptist on Saturday in Sumter. Hilton Head Prep's boys moved 1 step closer to booking their ticket to the title game to defend their SCISA 3A championship with a dominant 51-21 win over Spartanburg Day last night, as Ben Frey led the way with 13 points and 7 rebounds. The Dolphins face Oakbrook Prep in the semifinals Thursday, and if they get back to the finals, we won't get a rematch of last year's title game. Hilton Head Christian Academy's boys bowed out with a 72-66 loss to Greenwood Christian, and it was also the end of the road for the boys from Patrick Henry and Beaufort Academy. Just 1 playoff game on tap tonight, and it's in the Den, where the Bluffton girls face Ridgeview with a trip to the lower state finals on the line. Speaking of the Bobcats, the boys lacrosse team opened its season with a 15-9 win over Islands High from Savannah last night. And the USCB baseball team pulled out another comeback win in Hardeeville on Tuesday afternoon, as Carson Phillips capped a 3-hit day with a go-ahead RBI triple down the right field line, and freshman Ian Barnes closed out a 4-3 win for his 4th save. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Well, we've had a lot of sunshine this week. Is it going to continue through the weekend? Let's find out from Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we are going to see a few showers throughout the next couple of days, but then we should be seeing plenty of sunshine throughout the weekend and higher temperatures. So taking a look at Thursday, it's going to be sunny throughout the day, and then we are going to see a passing shower later in the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high 61, a low of 42. Bluffton's going to have a high 65, a low of 38. And Beaufort's going to have a high 64 and a low of 40. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:58 and sunset's going to be at 6:14. Taking a look at the beach tides, high tide's going to be at 7:56 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 3 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the upper 60s, lows in the 50s. Then come Saturday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. And then come Sunday, it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with the highs only getting into the upper 50s. Lows are going to drop down into the 30s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Well, after a quick break, Robin Zimmerman chats with the Jasper County Coroner about their prevention program. Stay with us.